The Precision Medicine Institute is a new institute at Tri-Health. We came out of the Cancer Institute, so one of our strongest pillars, of course, is precision oncology and hereditary cancers, but awareness that there are other areas where we offer hereditary testing and where we have specialized genetic counselors working.
I met Karen, like you said, well, probably about 20 years ago, and cancer always seemed to run in my family. My mom, sister, grandma, aunt, and cousin all had either breast or ovarian cancer. My younger sister has actually had breast cancer twice. So we knew cancer was in the family. My sister actually had genetic testing done, and I followed soon after that, and I found out that I was BRCA1 positive. The BRCA1 mutation puts women and men at an increased risk of ovarian cancer, breast cancer, and various other cancers. Once I found out I was BRCA1 positive, I figured I should probably do something about that to reduce my risk, because I was told at that time my risk of breast cancer was about 60 to 70% chance over my lifetime, and the ovarian cancer risk was, I think it was about 40%. I had a bilateral oophorectomy and hysterectomy after the birth of my fourth son. Then I had a prophylactic bilateral mastectomy and with reconstruction.
Mary found out, although she had no cancer at that time, that she was at very high risk. And I think Mary was a pioneer. I think it was a groundbreaking time for someone to take that information and take preventative steps that she did, removing her ovaries, removing the breast tissue. And here she is 23, 24 years later with no cancers whatsoever, despite growing up in a family where her mom, her sister, her grandmother, her aunt, all had relevant cancers. And so I think you took the information at a very early stage in hereditary cancer. You used that information immediately, and I think really turned around the whole long-term outlook for you and your cancer risk. So we call Mary a Previvor, right? So she never actually had a cancer, but she was quite predisposed to develop those cancers.
I've never heard that word, the words "you have cancer," which many of my family members actually heard those words, and they just upend your life. Not only your life, but the lives of your children and other loved ones, family and friends. So I'm just so glad I don't have to hear that you have cancer. I'd rather hear the word "I'm a Previvor." My four sons decided they would like to get more information about genetic testing. And Karen was the first person I called when they expressed that interest. We set up an appointment. Karen came in, like I said, on her day off, and with an assistant, counseled not only my four sons, daughters-in-law, and then my husband was there. My husband and I were also there. And we talked for quite a bit, and then all four of them decided to be tested that day.
It was a great gift too, to be able to open up those results one at a time and to think like, oh my gosh, we have a negative result and another negative result. Like, could this actually be, 4 negative results? And it was. So for me, it was a huge gift to be able to give her sons that information. Now Mary doesn't have to worry about her children inheriting the BRCA1 mutation from her, and now you have some granddaughters too. Yes. That we don't have to think about them being at risk for cancers associated with BRCA1.
I knew that I wanted to be here for not only myself, but my husband and my 4 sons, and now daughters-in-laws and 4 grandchildren. So it's been quite the journey. I want to do everything that I can, educate myself, and with the prophylactic surgeries, hopefully greatly reduce my risk and hopefully never get cancer.